Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about some of Toto Wolff's comments on Christian Horner, as well as an update on McLaren. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Toto Wolff, who has said that F1 is missing Christian Horner. As we know, Horner was sacked as the team principal and chief executive of Red Bull Racing following the British Grand Prix, with the split becoming official towards the end of September. Now, as we know, Horner was not afraid to speak his mind about things going on in Formula 1, and this was especially the case when it came to Wolff and Mercedes during the intense 2021 title fight between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Now, speaking to Sport Bild, Mercedes team boss Wolff was asked if he missed Horner on a personal level, to which he replied, as quoted by Racing News 365, "That would be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely different without Christian. He is definitely missed. We need personalities in this sport. There has to be a villain. Christian was always good at that because he also felt comfortable in that role. He mastered the game with the camera and knew how to use it to his advantage. That is a bit lacking now because there's no friction at the moment." Now, Horner has shown interest in returning to Formula 1. I mean, for example, F1 team Haas did confirm recently that Horner had approached the team. Still, though, nothing has been confirmed about a Horner return, and addressing Horner's potential return to the grid, Wolff went on to say he has to decide for himself. "I don't know if he feels he has something still to prove and wants to show that to everyone. In any case, he has shown that he knows how to get victories and win titles. You can't deny him his success." But let's move on to McLaren, and as we know, Oscar Piastri was not happy on the team radio following an incident at the start of the Singapore Grand Prix involving his teammate Lando Norris. Norris went for a move up the inside of turn 3, but after tagging the back of Max Verstappen's car at turn 3, Norris was pitched into the side of Piastri, and Norris went on to take the position, and the stewards opted to take no further action. McLaren decided to keep things as it was, and as I say, Piastri wasn't happy on the team radio, with him insisting that it was not fair. And following the Grand Prix, McLaren team boss Andreas Stella had talked of the discussions needing to take place now to properly look into what happened and for things not to just be given a light brush off. And now Stella has gone on to defend Piastri, saying that the open approach from the Australian to say what is on his mind is what the team is seeking from its drivers, with Stella saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, "Obviously Oscar made some statements while he was in the car, but that's the kind of character that we want to have from our drivers. They have to make their position very clear. That's what we ask of them. At the same time, we have to put things in perspective, the perspective of a driver that is in a Formula 1 car, with the intensity of it being the first lap, and the perspective that obviously just saw Lando moving onto him, but we know that Lando in reality had a contact with Verstappen and oversteered into Oscar." Now, this isn't the first time where a review has been needed. I mean, you go back to the Canadian Grand Prix, Norris went into the back of Piastri, which took Norris out of the Grand Prix. It was Norris's fault, and McLaren wanted to discuss it internally. Then you've got the Italian Grand Prix. Basically, in that Grand Prix, Norris was P2, Piastri was in P3. Piastri stopped first to cover Leclerc, and then Norris stopped, but Norris had a slow pit stop, and as a result, Piastri jumped Norris at the pit stops, and the team asked Piastri to give the position back to Norris. And the race says it understands that the conversations between Piastri and McLaren's management after the Italian Grand Prix were quite robust, as he put forward his case about the rights and wrongs of what the team did at Monza. Still, though, things remain harmonious, and Stella outlined that the incident in Singapore will only serve to unite the McLaren team rather than driving a wedge within the squad, with Stella going on to say, as quoted by Racing News 365, "The first lap situation is one of those that can happen with this close racing. we will review the situation together with our drivers. We will have the good conversations like we had, for instance, after Canada. The review gave us the opportunity after Canada to come back, we said at the time, even more united and stronger as a team. We will see if there's any learning and anything that we need to fine tune in terms of our approach, but this will just lead to some good conversations. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.